Hello guys, welcome to your class. Today is Wednesday, 29th of January, and we are in lesson number 9. So what you have to do is to download the start lesson number 9, that is this one. Okay? So in this lesson, we're going to focus on Unit 8. Let's go to the museum. Vocabulary about buildings and directions, reading part 1 CAT exam, listening part 4 for the CAT exam, grammar, past simple, and imperative. Okay? So the first activity, the starting off, says read and answer. The question says look at the photos. Which do you think is the better place to live and why? So in this little box, you're going to give your answer. You're going to choose either the city or the countryside, okay? And then you give some reasons that supports your answer. For the second activity, what you have to do here, you're going to listen to people talking about life in the city or country. Complete the table with the adjective they use. So the audio is in your Moodle. You can find here audio number 1 is starting off. So you listen and complete with the correct adjective. Okay? Then you move to reading. In this reading, you're going to select the correct answer. Okay? For each question, choose a correct answer. Remember to read carefully and try to figure out the answer that fits better. And then you write it here, in this little box, okay? There are 5 exercises. You have to read and interpret what it says there. Este reading tiene que usted identificar la intención de lo que está explicado en la pregunta y luego escoger la respuesta correcta propiamente. Okay, then we move to the past simple. As a review for the past simple, we start saying the past simple of the verb to be. We use was and were to talk about situation that states in the past. The film was terrible. They were at school yesterday. Remember that for was, we use for the personal pronouns I, he, she, it. In affirmative and in negative, we say was not or wasn't. You, we, they, you use were not, and weren't for a negative form. And if I want to ask questions, I start with was and were, making the relation between the personal pronoun and the verb. In this case, if I use was, I, he, she, it, and were, you, we, they, for the question. So the short answers, as you know, yes, he is, and no, she wasn't, according to the personal pronoun. And yes, we were, and no, we weren't at the same time, according to the personal pronoun. Recuerden que para el verb to be tiene que haber la concordancia entre el personal pronoun y el verbo. Si uso I, he, she, it, el pasado de is es was en positivo y el negativo sería was not or wasn't. Para you, we, they sería were y el negativo were not or were. En el caso de las preguntas, empiezo directamente con el verbo, que es was, y su personal pronoun, y posteriormente respondo positivo o negativo. Yes, he was, no, she wasn't, y empiezo con where, el personal pronoun, y contesto positivo o negativo. Okay? The next part of the verbs are the past simple, regular, and irregular verbs. We use the past simple to talk about actions or events that happened in the past or are now finished. We woke at 6 p.m. We went to China last year. Pasado siempre hablar de acciones que ya sucedieron anteriormente y que culminaron. ¿Okay? Entonces, tenemos verbos que son los regulares, en este caso light, porque su pasado termina en ed, y se conjuga con todos los personal pronouns. I, he, she, it, you, we, they, liked. Y si fuera negativo, usa el auxiliar did not or didn't like. Aquí no se usa ni don't ni doesn't porque esos corresponden al present. En este caso uso did not or didn't. Para hacer question uso did y todos los personal pronouns. Okay, followed by the verb and the complement. Did you see the film? Auxiliary did, the personal pronoun, the verb, and the complement. And the short answer will be yes, he did. No, they didn't. And in this case, we have all the verbs that are in regular ones. We add most of the verbs, we add ed. For the verbs that already have e at the end, we only add d. And the verbs that are ending in the vowel consonant, we double the consonant. Okay, like shocked, with W, the short, double P in this case. And the study, we take out the Y and I write IED. Okay? Then for the irregular verbs, they are called irregular because they change. Los verbos irregulares son los que cambian. Entonces, para los verbos irregulares es necesario aprenderse cada uno de los verbos y saber específicamente cuál es su past tense y su past participle, dado que el past participle le va a servir para formar otro tipo de tiempos verbales. Entonces, como usted puede ver en esta lista, que es la que corresponde al PET, son los verbos que debería ya ahorita empezar a estudiarlos y saberlos para poderlos aplicar. Okay? So after that activity you're going to do in order to practice the past simple, you're going to read Maria's blog post. Where does she live now? Does she enjoy living there? You're going to read and then answer the 2 questions. After that, you have to number these events in the order they happen in the blog. So you have to look again the blog and then put in order the events. Okay? And after that, you have to write the verbs in past simple. It says here, read the text and the sentence in exercise 2. Underline all the regular past simple verbs, see the cool, all the regular ones. Then complete the table. You can go back to the reading or even you can write by your own. Pueden escribir directamente ya el past simple de estos verbos, guiándose en la lista que les envié aquí arriba. Entonces, estos son verbos irregulares. Okay, here you have another activity that says complete the past simple rules with words and phrases from the box. It's very easy. Okay, I'll put it twice, doesn't matter, you can leave it there. Then you have here, exam candidates often make mistakes with past simple forms. Correcting mistakes in each of the sentences. So here are some mistakes. Okay, for example, the past tense of drink is not drinked, it's drunk because it's irregular. El pasado de drink no es drinked, sino drunk porque el verbo es irregular. We didn't like the film, aquí les doy una ayuda. Si uso didn't, recuerden que el verbo tiene que estar sin conjugar, no puede estar terminado en él. Ese es el error de esta oración. And then you figure out the other mistakes that are here in this exercise. Okay? Now, another way to practice, here you have to write the verbs in the correct past tense. If you need help, remember you can go back and see the list of verbs here. Si necesita ayuda, puede revisar estos verbos que están como anterior acá atrás. Okay, and also correct the questions in past simple. Click on the correct options in the italics to complete the question, then write your answer. So you identify, you can highlight the correct answer, the correct form of the verb in past tense, and then answer the question. Okay? These are some activities to practice the past tense. Now we're going to focus on vocabulary abilities. That's very easy. You're just going to match the pictures with the words. The words you have as a station, church, cinema, factory, hospital, hotel, middle museum, post office, and stadium. So you're going to match this vocabulary with the images and right here in the box. Okay. Then we have a listening activity. It's listening part 4. Here are the advice. It says read the questions carefully, underline the keywords, check your answers on the second listening. So you're going to listen twice that activity. The first time is to get in context, and the second time will help you to answer the questions. So the audio for this activity, you're going to find it here, audio number 2. Okay, so you download it and you start listening to it. Here are the questions. Okay, so you have to choose the best answer. Okay, now we move to another part of grammar about imperative. It says, we use imperative for instructions, turn left at the lines, advise, don't worry about the test, order, stop talking, request, please don't shout, invitations, come to the party. ¿Para qué uso los imperativos? Para una instrucción, dar un consejo, dar una orden, hacer una pregunta, hacer una invitación y demás. Okay, to tell somebody to do something, we use infinitive without to, come here. To tell something not to do something, we use don't, and infinitive without to, don't be late. Si queremos decir a alguien que haga algo, usamos el infinitivo sin do, come here. ¿Ya? Y para decirle a alguien que no lo haga, usamos el don't con el infinitivo. Hay un infinitivo, perdón, sin el to. Como aquí, don't be late. And here you have some exercises about find the things on the map, a bridge, a crossing, roundabout, and a square you're going to match. Then you have to match the pictures with the description. You can do it according to what it says. Okay. And it says, where do people want to go from the station? Read the directions, look at the map in exercise 1, and complete the question. In order to do this activity, you have to go to slide 26 to read out the map. And then write, where, according to the description, where do these people want to go. Okay, and finally, we have here, I'm sorry, in this case, we're going to skip it. We have here a reading part, okay? It's, you have to read. I'm going to change it, sorry, the reading part. Okay, read and answer. It's a task. You went to interesting place in time yesterday. Run an email to your English friend Joe. In your email, you have to tell Joe where you went, say who you went with, and say why you liked or didn't like it. Remember that this one, these little emails you have to write between 25 or approximately 50 words, entre 25 y 50 palabras, y responder siempre a los 3 puntos. Recuerden que un email siempre empieza con el nombre de la persona, in this case is Joe. Responden cada uno de los puntos y se despiden con see you later, goodbye, and so on. Okay, so basically this is the class for today. Remember to download your study guide and start doing the activities, okay? So thank you, bye.